It's a continuing issue that we've been dealing with for a couple of years, trying to determine whether or not she is competent enough to go to trial. As of today's hearing date, the reports that were received by Judge Greenberg continued to find that she was not competent to stand trial, and as a result, this was rather a pro forma status hearing. The next time we'll have a substantial hearing date will be in February the 18th of 2020. We'll have another status. This is probably the 18th time we've come to court on a status over a number of years regarding this Hoggle's mental health status. I think all parties remain hopeful that she is restorable to competency. We have not achieved that yet. You can't try someone without them being competent to stand trial. So we are back again waiting for the next report to come from Clifton T. Perkins, which is scheduled in February of next year.
Got it. So today was just maybe a competency hearing?
It was a competency status hearing to determine whether or not there had been any change in her mental condition. The answer to that question is there was no change.
Did you want to comment on how you feel about this overall?
Well, again, I mentioned this earlier. I think that there's a great deal of frustration. I think that maybe people in the community, as well as members of my office, as well as the family of these children feel. And so obviously we remain committed to try to see this matter resolved ultimately. And look, we are at square one. We really haven't even begun the legal proceedings because of the competency issue. Competency is normally restorable. She's a regimen of psychotropic medications. We've tried a number of medications. She's been resistant to some of those. I'm very, very hopeful. Ultimately, we will find the right medication. She'll be restored to competency, and we'll be able to move forward in this matter. But right now, we're sort of stalled with which has added, I think, to the frustration. I just listened to Troy, who's the father of these two kids, talk about his frustrations. We've had a lot of contact with the family, a lot of contact with Troy. This is enormously frustrating for them because they come to every one of these hearings, and obviously their interest is as high as anyone in the community because Troy's lost two children.
So tell me a little bit about what you took from this whole thing today.
Well, I think it's clear that the judge found, even based on the state's handpicked expert, that the doctors at Perkins have been doing what everybody agrees to be the right thing, that Ms. Hoggle has been cooperative with the treatment team at Perkins, and that matters are continuing as they should. She is still not competent to stand trial. The doctors hope that she is able to be restored. She is still dangerous, and so we're still in the same position that we've been for quite some time. I also think what's been significant here is that confirmation of the treatment and the evaluations from the Perkins doctors. The state's expert did its own review of the other state's experts, and as the judge said, this has really been a vindication of what the Perkins doctors have been doing for the last 5 years or so.
Go ahead and tell me what you took from this whole thing today, Troy.
I guess it was what I expected. It was more of the same. We knew it was going to come back incompetent at this point. There was a couple things kind of, I don't know, I guess that to me have kind of just rubbed me the wrong way just whenever the reason for incompetency, when she has kind of every checkbox mark, every box is check marked in terms of what competency should mean. But we're still in the same place that we've been in for so long. So it's just a matter of trying to get things to move forward. Supposedly it has stuff to do, with her behavioral things or delusional stuff. And I don't know, when I've spoken to her, I just haven't seen that. And, we're moving forward though. I feel like it's a step forward where we're going.